I think most politicians are like a coin because they tend to have two faces. And I'll give you an example. Here's what Simba Arati had to say about Gachagua just 2 days ago.
Wamejipanga, walikuwa wafanye mkutano leo hapa at one time. Kwenda huko na one time yako. Wacha niseme hivi eti tufanye mkutano Kisii, tuariki ni Matiang'i ndiye anaalika wewe. Sio wewe unaalika Matiang'i. Eti mimi wacha niwaambie Mheshimiwa Gachagua naheshimu wewe ni rafiki yetu, lakini lazima utatupea heshima hapa Kisii. We will deal with you as an...
And here's what he's saying now.
Niseme bila kusita. Jana nimeongea hapa, nimeona watu they have carried out, yani wamebeba haya maneno outside what? The context ambao nilikuwa naongea jana. Mheshimiwa Gachagua, yeye tumekuwa kama wabunge pamoja, bunge la 12 kule. Na ni rafiki yangu. Lakini nataka kwamba tunapoenda mbele tunatembea kama watu wa moja. Tunaelewa mahali tunatoka, tunaenda wapi. Ninajua Gachagua amefanya kazi nyingine hapa ngumu sana, kufanya Ruto mpaka kuanza kusikiza watu. Wakati walikuwa pamoja, unajua walikuwa wanatembea kwa hewa. Lakini kwa sasa vile Gachagua alitolewa hivi, mambo imekuwa ngumu. Kuna vitu mtu hawezi ongea Kenya hii, yule mtu ataweza ongea peke yake ni nani? Ni Gachagua. Kuna watu waoga, Gachagua sasa si muoga. Si umeona hiyo maneno? Ndugu yangu Gachagua, wewe kuja pande hii. Sisi, unajua sisi tumekuwa upinzani. Mimi nimekuwa upinzani na imekuwa mzuri sana. Tulipinga Uhuru vibaya sana. Tulipinga Kibaki vibaya sana. Na mtu anaitwa pia Gachagua akakuja akapinga Uhuru. Wakapea Mheshimiwa Ruto. Nimesema leo asubuhi we don't have candidates for presidents at the moment.
Now, in this video, I want us to look into why Governor Simba Arati changed his stance about Gachagua. In one moment, he's putting him down. In another, he's heaping praise upon him. That's what I want us to look into in this video. And with no further ado, let's get after it. Reason number one for Arati's sudden change of stance. It all boils down to this. If there is a major presidential candidate coming from your local community and you are anti that candidate, rest assured, you will not survive politically. Any Kalenjin leader today who is anti-William Ruto and wants to become anything in Kalenjin territory will not make it. Ask Keter. Anybody from Mlima Kenya who aspires to become anything in that region and is anti-Gachagua will not make it. So even in Kisii, anybody who is not supporting Matiang'i, the people will automatically revolt against that person. You can just use Osoro as a case study. Watch the amount of noise he makes on a regular. The decibels are quite high if you ask me. But come 2027, it'll be snuffed out. If you are not with Matiang'i, you'd better not be from Kisii territory. And Arati has learned the lesson. There's been a lot of backlash for him from locals who have called him, from those he has interacted with. He has seen in real time the ramifications of his utterance towards Rigathi Gachagua. Now, I know Osoro was not fighting Matiang'i per se, but Matiang'i is moving with Gachagua. So you cannot attack one and say you're not attacking the other. How can Gachagua support Matiang'i but you are attacking Gachagua? And then if Matiang'i is going for the presidency, how will he get the vote of Mlima Kenya? So that's the dynamic that is at play there. You either move with the top boss or get snuffed out like a little fire. Now, the second reason why Simba Arati has changed his stance is because of a direct phone call from Fred Matiang'i himself. This table, this national table that opposition leaders have occupied, everything there boils down to numbers. What numbers are you bringing to the table? And not just mythical numbers, guaranteed numbers. Yes, you can tell us you'll bring the Luya vote, but when we go to the ground, we need to feel the Luya support for those numbers and the experience to come together and affirm that yes, indeed, we do have those numbers locked. Matiang'i cannot go to the national table and lie to Gachagua and Martha Karua, Cleophas Malala and the others that I'm bringing 98% of the Kisii vote to the basket. But yet when they turn on the TV, they see Simba Arati lecturing Gachagua. So Matiang'i had to call Simba Arati and tell him, look, just shut your mouth. I know you're in ODM. I know you want to please Raila and you want to fight Gachagua and get a bit of that national limelight, but just keep quiet. These are people I'm working with. Allow us to move. Don't sabotage me. When the right time comes, you can continue with your in-house fighting. For now, it's not the time. And that is why Simba Arati has changed his stance in a very short time. Right now, his allegiance cannot be ODM. ODM cannot get him re-elected. In fact, ODM is a dead party. With Raila not on the ballot, ODM will not have the same oomph that it's always had in the past. Having said that though, let's see what Kenyans on X had to say about Arati's sudden change of stance, and I quote. Osofia said, Simba Arati must know that Kisii County isn't a Lego Usonga constituency. He either supports Matiang'i or else he will be finished. Nobody should oppose our tribal leader, just like no one opposes Joshua Odinga in his Luo Nyanza bedroom. Wakihesabu tunahesabu, let him not be cheated. Mordecai Extra said this, useless. We will not tolerate anyone demeaning Rigiji. These are the people who will betray us again after making Matiang'i president. Layman's Term said, so long as the core mission remains to remove Ruto, we can shake hands with anybody who kombele. Yes, we can bring in our demands, but for now, Bwana Arati, Kasongo must go. Welcome on board. John Mwiruri said, I think aliambiwa one term by most of the constituents. Leaders don't measure their statements unless he was doing that intentionally, trying to weigh the reactions before he makes his political decision. Rutere Mediator said, Simba Arati, tunakuangalia sana. We can't be fooled a third time. Gachagua is and should be respected. He is not perfect just like all of us. Tunakucheck. The same guy Rutere said in a different tweet, Simba Arati, you are too late. Gachagua akuje pande gani? If Matiang'i went to Amunyoro, who are you to ask Gachagua to come? Bro, you are either with us or not. Again, kama wewe ni kiongozi kutoka Kisii, keep Matiang'i's name out of your mouth, he will do very wonderfully. So mnajua ile video ile jamaa alisema the economy is doing very wonderfully in Uganda. Your politics will do very wonderfully if you are from Kisii and you are pro Matiang'i. Fight him at your own peril. Osoro will be a case study. Wait for 2027, I can guarantee it. Having said that though, here's the ad of the day. If you have an upcoming event, be it a wedding, a polite function, or even a birthday, make sure to reach out to bouncers with degrees. These guys are elite professionals that always deliver. In fact, let me just walk you through their catalog because it's quite extensive. So bouncers with degrees offer VVIP and VIP protection, escort protection. They can double up as bodyguards. They offer hotel and restaurant bouncers. They offer wedding and burial security. They offer public event security. They can even offer professional drivers if needed to pair up with the security. They offer private security, perhaps on your property or wherever it is you need them to be, they'll be there. They also offer gym instructors because the entire crew is fit. That's how you make the cut to join this team. Now, if you're in need of services from bouncers with degree, you can reach out to them at 0700-491-645 or 0711-206-324. Or if you're old school like myself and you prefer using emails, just so that you can have access to paper trail, you can reach out to them at bouncerwithdegree@gmail.com. And with that, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for mzitowafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.